Welcome, everyone. We are live. We are at another live watch party. It is happening yet again, Sunday. It has been a week trying to get on a routine. I haven't established precisely start time 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, but if I do 9 p.m. Eastern, um, I get done sooner. But thank you, everyone, for coming on in. Thank you for watching on the replay. We got a lot of viewers who like to do that, listen in while doing other stuff over the week. So what has been going on? I finished up Wednesday. I'm going to get a video out soon on that. As soon as I'm able to finish writing it by not being tired. Just kind of quick part of this, but thank you, everyone. So we'll get in Wednesday. Obviously, big stuff. Very popular show, and it's almost working well. Robin Lynn is here, our loyal Canadian. All right, yeah. Arxonic's here. Thank you for coming on in. Arxonic, you guys are doing really good. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm just looking something right here about Fantastic Four. Just saw Fantastic Four. It's a good movie. Feels like a combination of Avengers 2012 and The Incredibles. Yeah, in general, people who saw it liked it. For sure. Yeah, like people liked it. It's falling a little short on the box office. I think there's a little Marvel fatigue, superhero fatigue, a general superhero fatigue, and especially like a Marvel fatigue that like the movie is just like like it's like, do you want to see it? Like the Fantastic Four never meant a whole lot to me personally. Like I was never like, oh man, Fantastic Four. Um and I know it's like, oh, it's the Marvel first family. It was Stan Lee's favorite. The story behind it's kind of good. It was like the first one he created, so it was always special to him. But and it's like they cast Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. And when they announced that, I mean, I think you could go back. I was probably did a live stream at the time or something. And I was like, really? Like Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic? It's like, really? I don't know. I just like it just didn't do it for me. Like, like I know he's popular, but that doesn't mean I just want to see him in everything. He's not the sort of star that's like, well, if he's in it, I'm going to see it. There's a certain star that's like that, and that's not Pedro Pascal. And you could be a great actor and deliver great performances and really carry movies or shows. And he has, but it's not like, oh, well, Pedro Pascal, I'm going to that one. I don't know. There's a split opinion on it. Critical Drinker liked Pedro Pascal, thought he did a pretty good job. Other people, I think, Nerderotic, that guy Gary, did not like him. So it's at best a split opinion. Definitely superhero fatigue. Yeah, Pedro is amazing here. Okay, so Arxonic, you like Pedro here? Okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I saw some people say they weren't quite as impressed, but others did say they thought he really pulled it through. If an actor appears everywhere, it muddies them. Yeah, so usually the thing is, an actor appearing everywhere, it was like there was a certain type of character role, like Arnold Schwarzenegger was always in the big, gun shooting, blockbuster, strongman, Predator, Commando, Conan, Terminator. Like he was just like in a lot of those movies were like really really good, and so like you just loved seeing him in those sort of roles. He did expand into comedies and such, but he was always still known for those big roles. Um, you know, Pedro's like a little bit different. Like it's like when you're, like the father figure or something, Last of Us or Star Wars, the Mandalorian. It's like a little bit different. It's like and then suddenly he's in like a very different role. I guess you could say he's the father figure for Fantastic Four, but yeah. Watch Party, Cobra Kai is the best show ever. I agree, Max. You have good taste. Learning all about the philosophy of the Cobra Kai Dojo and fights. I'm so glad both Daniel and Johnny are best friends in the end. Yes, I would agree. It is a textbook case of like more of this, please. They did it right. They knew what they had to do and they did it. And yeah, Pedro's in everything. He just rides the anti-woke train. You mean Pedro Pascal? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I know nothing about that. What is your favorite Fast and the Furious movie? Okay, so here's the thing about me and Fast and the Furious. I remember when the very first Fast and Furious movie came out. So it came out like summertime. It's like a summer movie. And it came out at the same time as something else. I want to say it was Triple X, the Vin Diesel movie. I can't remember. But anyway, so here we are. We're like camping with like the family, like a lot of my cousins, different uncles and stuff, aunts and uncles, or whatever. And we kind of like started going to movies and stuff, even while camping, because, back at that time, movies were still just like almost like a weekly thing. You enjoyed it and you loved it. And especially like my cousin and I were really into it. Maybe considering like the industry and such, but we just loved going to the movies, and we would even do it as like a break while camping, right? Why not drive into town and go see a movie? Anyway, why am I going on all about this, about Fast and the Furious? So like we're going to the movie, and I have a couple other cousins, like some girls who are younger than us. So like I think my cousin and I were gonna go see Triple X. Like we wanted to see that. Vin Diesel is like, yeah, this looks like a fun summer movie. It was too much obviously for like some of the younger girls or something. So they went and saw whatever kids movie, I don't know, Scooby-Doo, whatever the hell it was. So we went and saw in like Fast and the Furious was out at the time. But I wasn't like, I'm not like racing or fast cars actually kind of guy. So like I think Triple X. I don't remember what the movie was. But like our movie started first and ended first, and then their movie was going to be done like 30 minutes after us. So anyway, our movie's done, right? So we got like 30 minutes or something. And especially back then, like let's just walk into another movie that's already playing. So we walked into Fast and the Furious, that was already playing, and it was like the last 20 minutes of the first Fast and the Furious movie, whatever the climactic chase scene. They're driving, the truck's going, and all that crazy stuff. So we walked in for like the last 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, however long it was. Chase scene of the first Fast and the Furious movie. And that was all we saw. We didn't know what was going on. Vin Diesel's in that one too. Shit. Maybe it wasn't Triple X. I don't remember. But anyway, it was a movie. Anyway, so we walk in, we see like the last 20 minutes of Fast and the Furious, all the chase and everything. And it was like pretty fun. And I remember I was like, well, you know what? I don't need to see Fast and the Furious now. Like I got like literally the best part of it. I didn't know any of the story, but like I got the cool action at the end. And so I never went and watched the first movie. And then I subsequently never watched any of the sequels. Because like I got 20 minutes of Fast and the Furious. It was the last like 20 minutes or so of the first movie. And it was like really good. And I was like, hey, I got my fill. I don't need any more. So the answer to your question, Superman fan, is probably the first one, and the 20 minutes I saw was really, really good. I definitely enjoyed it. Um, is that the scene in where Johnny and Lauren make Laura? No, this is the scene. Johnny can't get it up, or this is from season 4 or whatever. And she's like, "It's okay. It happens to a lot of men." He's like, "It doesn't happen to me. It's LaRusso. I can't get him out of my head." So Johnny can't perform in bed because he's thinking about LaRusso. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? It's really good. No. So oh, what was it? 2 weeks ago now? 3 weeks ago? What was it? A couple weeks ago, we picked up my niece and nephew, or no, two nephews and a niece. I have a lot more nieces and nephews now, so you hear me talking about them occasionally. So we picked them up. They were visiting their grandparents. We picked them up to bring them over. We live near their grandparents, so they were actually visiting us too. Some of them stayed over, which I even mentioned because I missed the live stream because my niece was actually sleeping in this room. But anyway, we picked them up. They're absolutely in the target age, ages 10 to 14. And the first thing they started talking about on that drive back was like, "Oh, are we going to watch the K-pop Demon Hunters or play music from K-pop Demon Hunters?" Like they all loved it, and that was the first I heard of it. I have not seen the movie, but definitely the kids like it. It's the anniversary of Robin Williams passing. Oh man, oh Robin, you're bringing it down. But let's what's your favorite Robin Williams movie? Okay, this is a good one. Um, it's actually so sad. God, still so sad that we lost Robin Williams when we did. Ooh, boy. My earliest memories are like watching Good Morning Vietnam of him, and I didn't even really understand it at the time, but like, mm, what was Robin Williams? I'm thinking like, obviously, he was amazing in Aladdin as a animated movie. Everyone liked Mrs. Doubtfire growing up. I don't know if that was my favorite, but like definitely I know like that's like one everyone remembers. Oh, Goodwill Hunting. Whew. That's where he won the Academy Award. That's like a great role, and it obviously as a non-comedic role. Um, um, hmm. Let me browse his movies. If I look at his filmography, let me just browse this. Wow, it's been 11 years. 2014. 63. Insane. Yeah, I was thinking 1 hour photo, which is it's good, but that I wouldn't call that one of his best. Um um, it's a lot of actually he is in a lot of stuff I haven't seen. Death to Smoochie. We watched that in a film class. Bicentennial Man, Patch Adams. Huh. Jumanji. I know that's a popular one, but I never loved Jumanji. Yeah, Hook too. I was actually thinking about Hook, but Hook was never like my favorite. I don't know. Maybe if I see it again, I'll like it more. Dead Poets Society. Um, you know what's so interesting about Robin Williams is like Sometimes just like his interviews or something were just amazing. Um, like he's just talking. Yeah, good morning, Vietnam, which is a great one. Like he's just talking and he's just so like funny and hysterical. Um, because his stand up too. So I guess I don't have a good answer. Maybe yeah, maybe Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting. You know, for the comedy side, maybe even Aladdin. Um, it's just it's a lot of them. Dead Poet Society. You know, Johnny was a huge Ozzy Osbourne fan. Yeah, I think so. Thoughts on Marvel in general right now? I feel the multiverse saga has been an absolute mess because of this day. I have no idea what's going on in the series. Well, I don't either. So what I did is, um, after Avengers Endgame, I said, "Wow, that's good. Let's just end it there." And I really mostly checked out. I admit, okay, I saw Spider-Man No Way Home. I did see Spider-Man since then, although that's a little bit separate and it had the other ones, you know, Tobey Maguire and such. I did see Deadpool, the Deadpool movies, like Deadpool 3, but like that's it. That's it. Spider-Man, Deadpool, that's it. Okay, I'm done. I don't need anything else. So, I mean, I think it was always going to go crazy. I knew it was going to go crazy. Like, I wish if I had been talking about this stuff back then in 2019, I would have, but you know, Cobra Kai season 2 had just come out and my channel was solely focused on that. So, but yeah, like I would have said, all right, now's the time to not watch any more Marvel movies. Check out right here, right now. Um, um, I I'm a little bit intrigued by this new Avengers movie because of course they're luring us in with Robert Downing Jr. as Doctor Doom. I actually like Doctor Doom. I want to see a good Doctor Doom. So I don't know. What the fuck do the Eternals have to do with everything? I have no idea. Nathan Drake is here. Who else thinks Stingray should get his own spinoff show? Maybe. Mrs. Doubtfire and Aladdin. Yeah. Yeah, definitely Mrs. Doubtfire was just like insanely popular throughout the 90s. I guess it came out in like 93 or something, 93, 94. Um, will we see these characters again? Hopefully, hopefully. Night at the Museum was, yeah, you know, Night at the Museum is the one I never saw. I don't know. I just never got around to it. Dead Poet Society. Yeah, Dead Poet Society. I'm the only one saying Goodwill Hunting. Although I guess in Goodwill Hunting, he is only a supporting character. So that's, I guess, I mean, if you want to make that point. Who would win in a fight, Adult Daniel or Johnny? I think the idea is they are equal. So, I mean, that's that. They would tie, and that's the point. Here, so I saw this. Paul Walter Hauser, of course, was in Fantastic Four. I just saw this. He gave the movie 3.5 stars on Letterboxd. Paul Walter Hauser watched. I love the score, the production design, the performances. I wish they hadn't cut my scene with Vanessa Kirby, but I'm stoked that I got to be in a Marvel movie. First world problem shit. I'm spoiled rotten to get to act. Excited to follow the Franklin story. 3.5 stars. Apparently, he had a scene that he liked that with Vanessa Kirby that they cut. I wish more actors would do this. Like, this is great. Um, like you just know he's being honest too. Like, that's so good. Night at the Museum. Shit was your childhood. Ooh. Yeah, there was a sequel too. I don't know. I just like some movies just came, and sometimes you miss a movie and then there's like a sequel and it's like a whole thing, but like you missed it. And so you never kind of got into it. And that's kind of the way Night at the Museum was for me. I don't even really know anything about it other than that they made a sequel and this was popular. Barely saw it though since 2010. Yeah, that's fine. Good Morning Vietnam. Never saw the movie, but know a lot of quotes from it. Yeah, that's actually a really good movie. At least I remember it as like a really good movie. Um, I mean, I guess a pseudo anti-war movie, anti-Vietnam, is we had a lot of, in the 80s. Like that was the 80s, wasn't it? God, I think it was the 80s. But you know, yeah, yeah. Oh, it was 87. It was actually later than I thought. I thought it was earlier. But I remember watching it in college with my cousin, actually the same cousin um I was talking about earlier. I saw the movie with. But yeah, definitely a good one. A lot of funny stuff. A lot of it is a Vietnam movie too. It's obviously it's a Robin Williams, but it's about like the guy doing the radio. Just Goku and Vegeta. They're pretty even, but Johnny is more deadly. Well, Johnny may show no mercy a little bit, but you wouldn't write out, you know, Daniel's Miyagi Do. So maybe Johnny's more deadly in general, but Daniel has the Miyagi Do defense to counter it. So, what do we got? Sorry, I'm watching this thing with Jay and Silent Bob. Here I see. Here's how I see it. Johnny wouldn't have been able to beat Silver, and Daniel wouldn't have been able to beat all the senseis ganging up on Silver's house. Oh, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, and that's part of it. They kind of match each other. They complement each other. Um, Such a strange topic for this live stream. So, okay, so I mean the backstory. Um, I've been tired all day. I keep getting tired on Sunday because we wake up early for church and then whatever. And so I was just like not getting any work done. I wanted to do some writing and stuff for this Wednesday video. And I was just tired. I was like, let me put something sleeping or something, and I thought of this scene, and so I put it up there because they're in bed. Honestly, that's why I did it. Um, and then I thought, like, when do we sleep or something? When I thought, like, okay, that's like not a good. People aren't going to click on that. When do we sleep? so I so I changed it to sleeping naked, and or at least we're just getting some people clicking in. Hey, what's going on? Um, what is going on underneath the covers? You know, Johnny's having problems because he can't get LaRusso out of his head. Just I don't have that problem, thank God, but apparently Johnny does. WSG. WSG back at you. By the way, sleeping naked is good for you, as a man anyway, because testosterone. You want to lower your body temperature. Um, well, first off, to sleep in general, you need to lower your body temperature to sleep, and it's good for testosterone production and sperm production and all those good manly things. So don't bog yourself down in heat, guys. You got to be cool. You got to be cool. It means what's good. All right. What's good? Well, I will say I think Wednesday's good. I saw it um recently. Gonna get a video, but at least the part one, the season two, it's pretty good. Um, it's its own show with its own stuff, but yeah, Johnny's more aggressive and Daniel is more skilled, but yeah, pretty even. Did a live stream with Sean Chandler during the Cobra Kai hype. He was one of the good channels to watch during Cobra Kai. Also did a lot of other things. What was his channel? Must have missed him. I got. Oh, was he okay? Yeah. Sean Chandler talks about. If I had done I mean, I watch YouTubers, obviously, like I do this, like, and so I know some, but like there's just so many, you can't keep track of all of them. Looks like he's got a lot of rankings and stuff. Oh, that's what I never did. Rankings. Like, hey, ranked. Do power rankings. Did he finally get in? You know what, Robin? That's a good question, and the honest answer is I actually forgot about it. We were camping last week. That was part of the problem. So basically, well, yeah, we were gone for essentially 3 days, and then wife party ended up kind of being sick the next day on Thursday. She ended up not going into work or anything. So I kind of spent the day with her. Um, so it's unfortunate. So I really haven't seen much of anything. I actually finished watching Wednesday while she was like in bed sick. So I need to talk to her and see if she wants to see that movie, because we'll try and get to it. But then we got a wedding this week. I got a wedding on Friday, a couple states away. Here's the thing: when you get married, like this is like an interesting thing. Like like of course you get your in-laws. You now have like another, but like it's like your family doubles, or depending on how big your family was, it more than doubles, or how big your spouse's family is. So now it's just stuff like anything like weddings, birthdays, just people visiting, whatever, like it massively increases. And as it is, if you haven't figured it out, just from casual talking from me, my wife comes from like a very big family. So like there's just always stuff going on. Matt Moore has got all the tips on this. Snore loudly and drool on the pillow. Is that for sleeping naked? How to look hot when you sleep. Oh, right. Yeah. How to look hot. The drool. See, the drool, what happens is, first off, the snoring makes them think of other things, like, whoa, like, what is it? It's like they mistake it for like a growl. Grrr, 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 yeah. That's like the ladies will mistake it for a growl. The drool is like outright like symbolic of like what they want. Like, whoa, give me some of that. Oh. So yeah. Um, so I mean, again, Matt is correct. Thank you, Matt, for coming in. Um, and kind of clearing that up. But yeah, it definitely uh that's some good tips. I was holding off a little bit. But yeah, it's just the way to do it. You're gonna look hot and irresistible. Ooh. Um I don't really game. This will sound funny. So for my birthday, wife party, who was fiance party, at the time, got me one of those like emulator games with all the old Nintendo, Super Nintendo games or whatever. And we like played it once. We like played Mario Kart, and this was like before the wedding, so we just never really did anything because we were just too busy. But like in the past week and a half or 2 weeks, like she got into stuff, the stuff she always like, specifically Tetris Attack and Dr. Mario. She likes that. So like the past 2 weeks, I've played probably, well, without a doubt, more Tetris Attack and Dr. Mario than I ever played in my life. Just it's a couple of days, like her day off, we ended up just like playing it a lot. This live stream got a little X-rated. Well, I mean, it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. You put that picture with Johnny there, topless. I mean, he's obviously naked. There ain't nothing below those blankets. And Carmen put a top on, but that's just because she's mine. Nothing below the blanket, and it's just like and the drool, and it's hot. Like, I mean, I said that's why you got to stay cool, right? You got to stay cool. So you sleep naked because you're gonna be cool, because things otherwise are gonna get pretty hot. It's just the temperature is going up there, guys. um How do you react to Kevin Conroy passed? Terrence Stamp passed, which was sad, and I probably should be more familiar like with his massive body of work. But Kevin Conroy. Oh, was he the voice of Batman? Oh, was this that? I was unaware, but it was sad. Yeah, that old. This is like the '90s Batman, animated Batman one, um, which everyone really liked. Yeah. Um, I didn't know you're telling me for the very first time. But yeah, he was good. Wasn't he like the first one? I'm pretty sure like he was like really the first one who changed the voice between Bruce Wayne and Batman. Oh yeah, actually I'm reading a tweet here about it right now. And is how they showed a clear difference between Bruce Wayne and Batman vocally. This is something I really hope they showcase in the Brave and the Bold. Yeah, like wasn't he the first one who kind of did that? What's his name in the old TV show? They never did anything like that. Like he was like the first one. And then because I don't even think what's his name did it in the movie, in the 89 movie. And then Christian Bale did it, but like I think like he was the first one. Yeah. Adam West. Yeah, Adam West certainly didn't. But I don't think so. I think he was the first one. Is Sam your least favorite character in season 2? Um, I find Sam hard to like in season 2. She gets better eventually. I mean, Sam's best season is season 6, by the way. I mean, is that even worth a video? Do you guys want that? Her best season is season 6. Um, yeah, season 2, especially because season 2 builds on season 1. Like she wasn't great in season 1. And then season 2, it's just like, oof. But yeah. Next week's live stream should about swimming naked was chosen on the thumbnail. Yeah, maybe we can do that. That's a good idea. Congrats on the wedding, by the way. 11 years and 2 sets of twins. Oh, that's right. You do have 2 sets of twins. 2 girls and 2 boys, right? The girls are older. Sorry, I know all your stuff. Sometimes we want to unalive each other. Ouch. But we're still madly in love. Thank you. I hope to be where you are in 11 years. Well, I mean, I don't know about the 2 sets of twins, but yeah. Luckily, we haven't had any of that unalive the anger stuff yet. But got a long road ahead. We're still a little coasting on like honeymoon. Like I was even saying at the beginning of the month or something, I feel like, I feel like it's kind of like time to turn the page on the honeymoon. And it's like, but it's really good. It's really good. And congratulations to you, Matt, on 4 kids, 11 years, and a long, bright future. Most iconic voice of Conroy. You worked with Mark Hamill on many projects. Oh, on other stuff too. It's all about the nasty. Are you talking about like snoring and drooling while asleep? It's dripping. It's dripping. It's all about the nasty. No one tell wife party. And we're talking about that. Oh my God, she'll go crazy. I disagree. I liked Sam as the evil succubus. And all the drama she ever brought in the early seasons. Actually, I really like your word there. Hold on a second. Let me pull up one of our infamous thumbnails. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second here. Do I have? Oh wait, is it? Don't I have here? Did I save this? Crease. There it is. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up one of. I think you've probably all seen this one. Why do I pull this video up? So when I was editing this video, is one of my most famous ones. I the original title, like what I was gonna put there is I was actually gonna write Succubus Everlasting, right? That was what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Succubus Everlasting because I loved the idea. Like I just liked the idea, like Sam as a succubus, and it's just like it just keeps going. And it's I don't know, Succubus Everlasting was like the name in my head for a few weeks from like the process of like editing all this and such. I ended up like visiting my parents in the middle of all of while editing that video, and it was like I like recorded it and then flew 5 hours or something. It was kind of like anyway, but like the whole time I was thinking Succubus Everlasting. And kind of what happened is while I was visiting my parents, I was talking about them. Because the 2 previous Sam videos had come out. My friend and his girlfriend were like watched them, and we're talking about them and like really enjoying it. And I said, yeah, I got the third one. Because they're like, oh, does you have another one? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to finish it as soon as I go back home. Because it's editing, and I was like, I'm gonna call it Succubus Everlasting. And my friend, who's a smart guy, like he's like a lawyer, he's a smart guy. He's like, wait, what is that? What do you mean Succubus Everlasting? What is a succubus? What's it? Like, he was so confused by the title. And so I was like, oh, like I don't want like people to be confused, because I feel like succubus, if you know it, you know it, but like it's just, like in YouTube, we got to kind of play down to like um the lower denominator, like of course all of you are massively intelligent, and in general my viewers are massively intelligent, but for like a more widespread video or something, we can't just rely on the massively intelligent. You gotta put something people understand. And if the title was Succubus Everlasting, I'm like, well, they're not going to get it. So I need to just put something that's more easily recognizable, and that's what I did. Worst girlfriend ever. So it's very straightforward, I always loved this thumbnail where he's putting, and she's just like looking and absolutely loving it. That like these two are fighting over her, and she just loves it. That's what was still some of my best work. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Succubus Everlasting. That was is the evil. She brought the drama. She did bring the drama. Yeah, she definitely drove the plot in many ways, because they were fighting over her. My cat is giving me weird looks now hearing this. Yeah, your cat. The cat knows what it means. That's why the cat's confused. Who do you think will die in Stranger Things 5? I'm really thinking Steve. If anyone in sort of the core group dies, I think it could be Steve. We may lose like Holly or even Karen Wheeler, because we may lose some Wheelers. But in the core group, I think Steve is the most likely. I think Murray is very likely to die. He just seems like the kind of expendable guy who can die, unfortunately. Like Murray is just prime real estate for death. Like, because like he's not even like he's not even like in a relationship, where like, oh, if he died, the other person would feel so bad. So he's just like prime real estate for death. I get you. Most won't understand that word and or get super offended, but that's what comes to mind. Yeah, definitely. Like you're thinking exactly what I was thinking even at the time, with what I was going for. I feel like the writers were really hoping Stingray to become a fan favorite. Did he? I mean, he grew on me. I liked him. He is a fan favorite. One of my favorite lines of all time is comedic lines is like in 209 when the cops are coming. Like, he's got that because he's got the bottles taped to his hands, and he's like, oh, my mom will kill me, and he tries to open the door, but he can't because he's got the bottles, and he looks at it and goes, oh shit. It's so good. That's literally one of my favorite comedic moments in the whole show. She doesn't love you, she loves me. Yeah, that was kind of sad. What's your least Stranger Things season, and why? You mean my least favorite Stranger Things season? I do think season 2, and I was going to talk to it about it for a while. I think part of the problem with season 2 is Mike and 11 were like separated almost the whole season, and I feel like there's so much of the vibe of the show early on, especially, and like having Mike and 11 separated just kind of like made it hard. He's definitely divisive from what I've seen. I mean, a little bit, but like if you're gonna accept like the Cobra Kai world as it is. Like I think you can accept yeah, and this is what Robin's saying. Like he's creepy, like hanging out with teenagers. I know, like exactly. Like, but like I feel like if you're gonna kind of like accept the Cobra Kai world, where like the Karate Kid world, the Miyagi verse, where like karate in the valley is like the biggest thing ever. Everything revolves around that, and like, and like no police, and so everything's resolved in karate fights. Like it just makes sense. Like, yeah, they like you hang out with the other guys you train karate with, so like that's kind of how I take it. On Stingray, I like and respect the actor Paul Walter Hauser. As a character, I think the character was okay, but they gave a way too much prominent role and importance in the plot line. Yeah, so when I was asked about Stingray early on, I always said like I thought like his 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 role in season 2 was good. It had kind of like a beginning, a middle, and end. Um yeah, had a beginning, middle, and end. It kind of like ended on a good note. It was fun. It didn't need to be continued, right? Like it didn't need to go on. It could just end there with him walking off down the hallway off the screen. Um, you know, he wasn't around later anyway because he was shooting movies and stuff. They did bring him back in season 4 and kind of made some stuff revolve around him. It kind of worked. Like I ultimately was able to buy it. His just enthusiasm for Cobra Kai, and ultimately his role in kind of talking Johnny back into Cobra Kai. You know, I mean, he laid the groundwork. It would have been nice maybe if he gave another little push or something, but in season 6 he kind of laid the groundwork for Cobra Kai. So it was kind of like it was kind of like it had a role, but it wasn't huge. So I mean, I can live with it. Works better as a minor character. Well, I would agree with that. I feel like Will got benched in season 3. Well, yeah, people have said Will's been benched. I mean, season 4 too. I mean, he was a tag along in season 4 essentially, all through that adventure through California and everywhere. But I think Will's going to come back definitely in season 5. We kind of have that confirmation, so we know that. On the topic of Miyagi's spinoff, if they play the cards right, get the right directors, right budget, and right set designer, I think a Miyagi spinoff nominated for an Emmy left and right. Well, I mean, I would like to think that. I would think Cobra Kai could get nominated for an Emmy. The problem is the Emmy voter people are going to nominate who they nominate, and they're going to nominate stuff for their own reason. It should theoretically be the best in the category, but maybe their opinion on what the best is going to vary wildly from your opinion, and you just can't control that. It's something I learned in high school. It's just like some of this stuff, people make these evaluations and they do it for their reason, and you literally can't control it. So I mean, I think Cobra Kai should have gotten a lot more Emmy noms, but it didn't. So I guess that's just the way it is. Season 4 always felt that Silver betraying Kreese was rushed just to bring back Stingray. I don't know what you mean by rushed. Like, I definitely thought something was going to happen in that vein. I was ready for Silver to kill Kreese. Like, I thought it'd be cooler. I mean, I thought like the idea is you take over Cobra Kai by like killing the previous person, Or you at least you usurp the current runner. So, you know, Kreese usurped Johnny, and now Silver usurps Kreese. So I don't know. Like I felt like that's the way to do it. Did it necessarily have to play out the way Silver did it? I don't know about that. Um, that may be a little bit much, but definitely, definitely is something. Heather Matroza. Yes, absolutely. If you liked Wednesday season one, you'll like season two. I do think it starts a little slow. The first episode is a little slow, but um it gets going. It gets going, so it's pretty good. Miyagi's spinoff has so much potential to be amazing. Personally, think it could be a Dunkirk level film. Ooh, that's a statement. Do you have to who plays Stingray and Cobra Kai fit over the top? He's a man's child. He wanted to be around teenagers and children learn karate, and he got in trouble with the police. He didn't listen. Yes. Um. Okay. Thank you for coming on in, Robin Lynn. See you next time. Ooh, what would happen if Silver actually did kill Kreese with that vodka he gave him? Yeah, I don't know what the way would be. I mean, poisonings is such a non Cobra Kai thing to kill someone. You got to fight them or something. But set up. I don't know. I definitely thought like it was going to end with Silver in charge. Um, it didn't happen the way I thought, obviously, but yeah. Went to my local chicken shop to get my lunch. It's called Red Rooster. Look on the internet when you get the chance. All right now, it's called Red Rooster. Scott, what are you talking about? You want me to look up your local chicken shop? In my opinion, Silver taking Cobra Kai from Kreese should have been saved for season 5. Well, I mean, no, it lets season 5 start off with Kreese or with Silver in charge. And then it's a whole different ball game. Chosen comes in, that's the way it goes. Have you ever seen Welcome to the Dollhouse? I have not. Is it good? What's it about? I don't know anything about it. Welcome to the Dollhouse. Princess Diaries. I don't even see it in her filmography. I do hope Wednesday and Enid become a couple in the next season. Oh, come on. They're into boys. Enid is like making out with this werewolf boy guy. Like that's like a subplot. Not that it matters. Come on. Come on, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Like, remember the South Park? Like, put a chick in it, make it lame and gay. Like, come on, we're done with that. You went to Red Rooster, okay. It stars Heather Montez as a bully middle school girl. Welcome to the Dollhouse. Oh, Wait, there's two versions. Um, I guess you're talking about that. Yeah, Heather Muntz as a boy in middle school named Dawn Wiener. Was she Jewish? Snobbish classmates, a smart older brother, attractive in her own insecurities in suburban New Jersey. Yes, that's a Jewish girl. um, it's a good movie. I just read the description. Yeah, she's in seventh grade and everyone's better than her or something. I haven't seen or heard of this movie. I know nothing about it. Who do you think was the better sensei, Kreese or Silver? Um, Silver's good in a lot of ways. He's a little more forgiving. He's a little bit better businessman. Um, but Kreese will get the killers and winners. Silver Silver will like just buy the killers and winners. But like, look at what Silver did with like Kenny. Like, he did really good with Kenny. Two actors you rooting the hardest are Brandon Lee and Patrick Lewis. They both proven themselves. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I really like Brandon Lee too. Sure, so for sure. Did you watch Karate Kid Legends? I bought tickets online, but it was the wrong theater. Never saw it. Take it as a sign. Yes, I have a video on it. Go to the channel. You can watch my review. It's a good one. I'm still on Jurassic World Rebirth. It's the worst Jurassic Park franchise. There's no dinosaur battles, there's not enough human death, not scary scenes. Yeah. It still made a lot of money though. So, I mean, there's that. um, made a lot of money. People keep going to see it, but yeah, it's been definitely a step down. I think in terms of quality, having never seen any of them. I mean, I saw the original. As I talked about this before, like I saw the original, and I did see the Lost World once in the theater, and like that was it. Boop. When we were at Terry Silver's mansion in Cobra Kai, and no sense I got from Korea, I bet they all got arrested for Johnny killing people like Johnny and Mike Barnes. Got from Korea. I bet they all got. Um. Yeah. The senseis. I don't know whatever happened to them. It's not that important. They lost and went away in shame. You know. Um. Yeah. Um. And if you're part of the way of the fist and you lose a major battle like that, you go away in shame. It's kind of the theme. Haven't seen any of the new Jurassic World movies since Fallen Kingdom. I hear they've all been mid to ass. Yeah, I think that's the general. The previous one I thought people said wasn't so great, but it still made like $1 billion. Um, so yeah. So I mean that's just the way it goes. Um uh, Jurassic World movies one after another. It's like, whatever, man. Wish they could have written Mike Barnes and Jessica Andrews had hooked up and were married. Yeah, that would be a weird couple, though. As Jessica Andrews is like the friend of the guy he's like pushing around to fight in the tournament. Like, that would be a weird origin story. It's fine the way it is. I would have been fine with Mike Barnes and Allie like hooking up, but like, it didn't happen. There was just no money or time. Sometimes it all comes down to time and money, and you don't have it. Well, I'm actually getting hot because I turned the AC off. So I think I'm going to turn that back on. Guys, we're going to wrap it up. Wednesday video coming soon. More videos to come. Learn Party may come back. I'm going to look to expand myself. I need to be the great, massive influencer the world needs, So I don't know if we're going to figure out how to do it, but we're going to go about it between this channel and the other channel. Be sure to like everything, watch everything. Matt, go ahead and watch the Karate Kid Legends movie. I also reviewed Naked Gun. Check out the videos, like the videos, share them. I thank you all for coming to the streams, following me on Twitter, X, whatever you want. And we'll keep it coming. More is going to keep coming, guys. Sensei Kim was evil, but she did redeem herself and Karate Kid to become the good guy in season 6. Yeah. And just remember, guys, sleep naked. You got to cool off. It helps you sleep. It helps get your testosterone up, sperm count out. So, and maybe you end up with 2 sets of twins. I guess that's how it works. All right, everyone. Love you all. Thank you. Have a great day. See you at the next watch party.